it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun video. We are doing the July Chic for Cheap challenge. Now, my friend Christy over at Christy Creates started doing this challenge a while back, and any creator who does DIY can join this. I am the co-host for this month, and it kind of gives you ideas. And the goal behind it is to find something, whether it be in a store or online, and recreate it for less money. So I was on Etsy the other day because I'm wanting something to put out front of the store. We're doing some major remodeling work and I wanted to create something pretty for outside. So I found these planter boxes that have the big welcome sign with it, and I was like, I want to recreate this. Now, the one that I found on Etsy is $120. That is so expensive. So I was like, I can recreate that for a whole lot less. So that's what we're doing today. So what you're gonna need is a board. This big board came from Lowe's. It is a paint grade edge glued panels. This is 16 inches by 6 feet. I can't show the whole thing in frame because it's so big. So you're gonna need that, screws. This box I've actually had for a while. It came from IKEA. These are like 10 bucks from IKEA. This is I have no idea how to say that. So that is what it is. So we're gonna use this as the flower box. So you're gonna need screws, your wood, paint, which I'm gonna use some black glossy paint, and vinyl. But if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, I will show you how to make this. So as you can see, I have my board laid out. I cannot catch the whole thing in frame, I'm sorry. And I am using the Krylon Color Max acrylic latex paint. This is indoor and outdoor use. But the first thing that I need to do is I need to take and measure out for my vinyl. So down at this end, I'll kind of show you from this side. I have my crate sitting on the edge of the sign, like that. So that way I know how tall I have for the vinyl. So that's what I've got to do first, is measure that part out. So I'm gonna place the crate back down on this end, but that's to kind of show you what I'm doing. Because this piece of wood is 16 inches wide, but we don't want to go a full 16 inches. So it's 16. And then let's measure all the way down. I think it's going to be close to 5 foot, 62 inches. So it's 16 inches by 62 inches. And I'm not going to show you painting the whole thing, at least not this portion, because all of this is just getting the black acrylic paint. Now I did take and shake it up, and all that we got to do now is take and coat the entire thing. It's pretty simple. And like this is, so this piece of wood from Lowe's is paint ready. So that means it's sanded, all that kind of stuff. So all that you have to do now is paint. So first I'm starting off with the edges, that kind of thing. Trying not to get black paint all over myself because I'm messy. But we're gonna give everything a nice solid coat of black. And that means the board as well. Now I am going to cut this on my big machine, so which is at the other, like at our production shop. So I won't be able to show you cutting it, but I will show you how we're gonna lay it out so that way we can paint it, because, you know, we still gotta paint. And like I can leave just plain vinyl on it, but I just think that it'll look better if it's painted because of what I'm doing with it. Like I want it to look homemade, you know? I want it to look professional, but I don't want it to look, you know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. And one thing I will recommend whenever you are painting wood is to make sure you go with the grain of the wood. So it definitely helps. There we go. So we're just gonna keep painting. And once the black paint is completely on the had to add a little bit more there because there's like a knot in the wood. But once the thing is completely coated, we'll let it sit and completely dry because we got to do this both with the box and with this board. So we're going to paint the top half today, let it dry. Tomorrow we'll paint the bottom half, and I will then show you once it's all complete and dry how to apply your vinyl so you can paint it, and I will also show you how to attach this to your box. So that's where we're at on this, and we're just gonna keep painting away. So as you can see, it doesn't take a whole lot of time or paint really. The hardest part of this is you will have to go back and do some touch-ups. I mean, like, there is no doubt in my mind that there will be touch-ups because, you know, you're painting raw wood. Anytime you paint raw wood, you're gonna have touch-ups. I mean, because wood absorbs paint. But I chose glossy so that way it's easiest to clean. So, there we go. So, we're gonna go off camera, do the rest of this, and then I'll come back and show you how to apply your vinyl. As you can see, we have our board all painted and our vinyl cut out. Now, one of the things I went ahead and did is I removed the paper backing off of the adhesive vinyl up at the top so I can line it up. So I've got Nadia here. Nadia, hold the vinyl, not hold it up. I've got, like we do a sign. Okay, so first thing I've got to do is I've got to line the adhesive vinyl up with this edge. Now, remember, this isn't going to go, you're gonna have to hold it up because I'm gonna have to work the paper backing down. Okay, and if you hear it storming, it's just bad weather. Okay, quit twisting it. Hold it, stand over the board. Over the board, there we go. Ah. Nadia's not used to doing this, y'all, but I just needed an extra set of hands and everybody else is gone. So, okay, that's nice and straight to me. So, I'm gonna start off by squeegeeing down the first area where I have the paper backing. Now, you can kind of roll it.
Yeah, where I can pull the under.
Hold it like that, there we go.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll hold it while you start it back. There we go. And part of it doesn't really, I mean, like, this, parts of this doesn't really matter. That doesn't matter, you can leave that alone. Okay, so hold that up like that. Keep it away from the wood. I will squeegee it down and you work it down. So something that is this big a lot of times is a two-person job. Now I'm gonna, you still gotta remove paper. So I'm starting from, so you've gotta hold it and kind of work it back at the same time. Can you handle that?
The E. There.
And then I'm just taking my squeegee and working my way down. The paint part, okay, you gotta go, okay. You gotta work, I gotta work it down. Don't pull too fast, okay. And don't pull too far. Okay. And then I'm just working my way out from the center. Okay. Hold it up. There we go.
There.
Okay. So we're just, as you can see, we're working it down a little at a time. This works always, always better when you've got multiple people to do this kind of job. Okay. You're good. Now, if you wonder why we have it so close to the top and not to the bottom, remember we're attaching the planter box. So we've got to have room down at the bottom. Okay? And always work from the center. The center out is going to be your best friend. Okay? You're good. It's okay, you can let it fall now. At that point, it doesn't really matter. Okay, watch out, you're almost stuck in the paint.
That will be my luck.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm just squeegeeing down the whole thing. And I'll show you what and how I'm painting this, but I won't keep it on camera the entire time because, well, it's a stencil. It will take me forever for y'all to see. The same thing that I do all the time. Okay? Want to help me? Yeah. Remove the transfer tape. Okay, it's okay. And one thing we want to make sure around where our vinyl is, it's squeegeed down. So that way, if your vinyl is lifted around where your paint edges are, you will be able to see and you'll mess up your paint. Your edges won't be smooth either. Okay, don't lift.
Lift it.
Yes, push. See how easy that is when you push?
Yeah.
And if you lift, if it's not adhered good, and you know, y'all are probably thinking I'm mean, but I'm really not.
No.
But if you lift, then again, you're gonna mess up your edges. And the edges near the vinyl are the most important part. So you see what I'm saying? Anywhere here where these edges are, squeegee them down really, really well. Because the better your edges look, the less touch-up you have to do.
Push them to pull.
Yep, push. Oh, hold on.
Right.
It's okay, we're gonna squeegee it down. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's a big old piece of chicken. The big old sign. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is a harder project than a lot of times. So now everything is squeegeed down. Now, I am using the Valspar. Walk over here so you can see. This is the Valspar Storm Coat exterior paint in white because this is an outside sign. So it's going to be outside. So I have these sponge brushes from Hobby Lobby. I love these stupid things. They're great for doing stencils. because all that I do is just stamp away. Yep. Don't rub, stamp.
It's like blending.
It is, it's like putting on makeup, blending out your makeup. So, that's all you do. And then once this is dry, we'll pull the vinyl off. And again, I have lots of tutorials on that. It's just we want to make this one a little bit quicker. So, we're going to let that go, finish painting it, and then we will come back and show you how to screw it together. You can see the black box is painted. My husband, that's Jeremy. Say hi, Jeremy. Is laying everything out. That's just another IKEA box. It's the same thing, but we're just laying it out level so that way we can line it up and it's easier for him to screw together. So as you can see, I have some felt underneath where the white is painted on the black box on the bottom because we don't want to scratch the paint up. So Jeremy's just taking and making sure everything's nice and level because with it being a sign, it needs to be flush with these and not just with the edge of the sign.
Okay, that's pretty good right there.
Because if not, you will mess with your weight. If that makes sense. And it may break on you because this is a big, big board. So, Jeremy's going to drill some holes.
Some pilot holes and then he'll...
And he typically handles this portion for me because I don't have a lot of strength in my hands and yeah, he's got more than I do. It's helpful. And we are going to put a bunch of them in there, but we probably won't record all that. What we'll probably do is do one pilot hole and show Jeremy screwing it together, and then we'll do the rest of them off camera. And you're doing the pilot holes because to keep the boards from cracking.
Right, from splitting.
Because it's wood. Don't ask me. He always puts everything together.
Well, and it really depends on some woods don't, because these are pine and I don't know how dry they are.
Yeah.
They have a tendency to.
So, and the board is 1 inch thick, but whenever you buy 1 inch wood, it's actually like 3/4 inch thick. So we're using 1 inch outside screws so that way it hits both the sign board and the crate underneath. So this is what it looks like all done. We'll come back after we get it all put together and I will show you how to fill it. So as you can see where my husband drilled in the holes. There are 4 holes per row, so this is nice and sturdy. I did take and fill up most of the portion of the basket with bubble wrap to kind of help with, so it doesn't make the shelf too heavy once we put rocks in here. So this is floral foam from Hobby Lobby. This was $5.99 for all 6 pieces, which we're gonna use all 6 pieces. So now we're just gonna cut into our rocks that I bought from the Dollar Tree. As I said, these were $1 a bag. I bought the whole box because it was easier than trying to carry 12 bags. I think there actually are 16 bags in here, and you just got to play with the placement of your stones to kind of help with everything. And I'm probably not going to show putting all the stones in here. And then these are our flowers from the Dollar Tree as well. So we're going to just poke those in and play with the placement. So once this is all done, I will show you the final picture. Look how absolutely adorable this sign came out. This is the front of my store, so you can see how tall it is. But doesn't that look so good? So the only thing that I really purchased specifically for this tutorial was the board. I had the box already from IKEA, but even if you count that as a purchase, that was a $10 box, a $17 board. All of the flowers and rocks are from the Dollar Tree and $6 worth of foam. So all in all, we are probably about $50 or $60 worth of materials in, and as I said, they sell for 120 that are smaller than this, and that doesn't include the flowers or the rocks or anything else. Now remember, the weekly wow sale for this week is 30% off of all deco film embossed, and that sale ends on Sunday, July the 11th at 12 a.m. Central Standard Time. We do new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do a Shop Talk Live. But I guess that's it. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and we will see y'all later. Bye.